2016. Join with me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I call the meeting to order about 5:36. Bill said he couldn't make it, but I think Laura has been very busy with her business, being it's the tax season now, so it looks like we will have 3 directors here, so we do have a quorum. The minutes, Laura wasn't able to get those done this month with everything going on, that and treasurer's report, so I would entertain a motion to table the minutes and treasurer's report.
So moved.
Bob moves. And second. All those in favor? I'll make one comment on the treasurer's report. We do have the bank statement. At the present time, as of December 31st, our balance is $27,954.57. That's in our general checking account, and I think there's around $18,000 that was in our grant account, and that was the funds that we received to help build our event center out. Okay, moving on to the Diamond Street project. I did talk with the county regarding the street lights that haven't been installed yet. In the comment I did receive from them, it sounded like June 2016 is when something might get done. Other than that, I don't think much will be done before then. It's kind of between Edison and the county.
I do have an update on that.
Okay.
Is this when you want?
Sure.
The Edison is no longer going to be involved in the streetlight conversation on Edison or on Diamond Street. The county is taking care of it. We've received a lot of donations from the solar and renewable energy companies to put up solar streetlights.
Oh, wow.
So they'll be maintained by the county, and Edison won't even be in the picture. So we're going to have solar streetlights. They're going to have plaques on the bottom of each one showing which company donated the money for each light, and it'll be pretty neat.
Yeah, sounds great. How soon might they be installed?
I haven't heard that. Yeah, I don't have an update on when.
Okay. Any updates on, on the Diamond Street project, the CSA they were talking about doing?
I don't know.
For water and that?
Mm-hmm.
No? Okay. Any other comments on Diamond Street?
I have a question, maybe Ryan would know. Do you know if they're going to be able to put in the reflectors on the bollards?
I haven't even heard back from them on that. I think they're kind of waiting until the streetlight issues as well. Because that's why they haven't even done the strikes yet. It's because they didn't know if they were going to have to dig up to put in lines or whatever.
They're so hard to see out there at night.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when they get the street lights in, we'll be able to see them. It won't be such a big problem, huh? Okay, moving on. We did have our flag raising ceremony on December 5th. Rosamond ROTC came out and did it for us. The flag has been up. Bob donated the solar light. We did get that fixed, so the flag is lit. Thank you very much, Bob.
Thank you for fixing the roof.
Well, it's not quite done.
Oh, it's not quite done yet.
There's still one little leak. So the flag's flying on Diamond Street, that part's done. We did do our parade of lights. I'm not sure, but we have about 44 entries, I think. And the solar people came through again to help us financing that event. I think we netted a little over $2,500 on the parade of lights. So it was our 20th anniversary for the street lights, parade lights, and Community Cafe did feed people that came downtown for free. They had burritos Billy. It seemed to go over pretty well. Any other comments from the community? Okay, moving on. Our event center. Well, I stopped down at AV Engineering today, picked up the plans for the stage. That's going to be the first part that we're going to do that, in the electrical part, upgrading our electrical. So I do have the plans for the stage. We might have to make a few changes with Al Carlson on our site plan, and then we can apply for a permit to install the stage. So that is in the process. Hopefully we'll be able to pull the permit maybe next week on that. And then it's a matter of starting to work on it. Right, Jack?
That's correct.
Okay, any other comments on the event center? Okay, the business plan for the chamber. I don't think anything's really been done. I know Jack and John sat in on the long-range planning. You want to make a few comments on the long-range planning, Jack?
Well, actually just trying to establish a 1-year and a 5-year long-range plan, vision, and we have a lot of things in the work on that. I really don't have the detailed notes right now on me, but a lot of good things in planning and a lot of activity coming up, so it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of growth we're looking for, a lot of membership growth, a lot of fundraisers, mixers, things of that nature.
Okay, thank you, Jack. We did meet a couple times on the long-range planning, and we did look at what we had put together about 20 years ago and use that as a guidelines. So we are planning on making some improvements. We do need to make some changes at the office as our help somewhat disappeared. Okay, moving on, we do have a website. Laura was doing some upgrading on it. I think maybe Gail even did some improvements. Is that right, Gail, at one time? And Jack said that he would maybe help us make some changes there.
Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
move forward on that.
Website. And I have it on my iPhone. I have it out in the country. And so what happened is, there's a lot of pages, a lot of work that's been done on the website. You can actually get to it, and the first page says what this chamber is for. It's for the promotion of businesses and stuff like this, and it's really good. I pulled it up on I had it, young lady put it on my iPhone so I could pull it up and read it. And so there's a lot of stuff on that, and in fact there's several pages of stuff, and you can go to this and go to that and everything. But the first page itself, it just says, this is what the Chamber of Commerce does. It is for business. It is for promoting business. It is promoting community. It is promoting all this stuff. And so I finally got into it. I finally saw it. Find out that Laura did a lot of work on that thing, and it was good. So we have a website. Now, I think if we could just get a little brochure up and let the people know, instead of just saying word of mouth, that have a, like I had one of these right here on the website. This is for the Chamber of Commerce, if we could get out something like this, so that they can know how to get to it and what we can do. But anyway, that's just up to the board to decide, stuff like that. But the website there, have you seen the website?
Yeah,
Have you seen the website?
Of course I have. And Jack, you had a few other comments yet?
Yeah, I was just saying, we're kind of looking at a little more attractive, not that there's anything wrong with it currently, but, in light of growth, trying to come up with a new, simpler look. Right now, it's so busy with so many different links on the menu, it's kind of hard to follow right now, so we're trying to look at simplifying all that, where it's a little easier to follow and a little easier to maintain. So I think that's a big issue with the site, is being able to easily maintain. So.
Yeah, I think that, and sometimes our information gets a little dated on the pages.
Right, and that's part of the maintenance issue, yeah.
Yeah, and it's somewhat hard because everybody's volunteers, so
Right.
if person doesn't have time, it's kind of hard to get it done.
Yeah.
So we're working on improving the website. Any suggestions, we're always open to that. And Jack will work somewhat with Laura, I think. And if Gail's interested in helping, or they're willing to have.
I should have known if I was gonna drag her in for the new design.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yes, you're welcome to.
moving on to new business. First item on there is the Board of Trade grant. We did receive a grant. They notified us in December. I did meet with Boron and Mojave maybe a couple months ago, and we did submit a grant. The chamber did approve applying for it. The grant's for $5,500, and it's to do a magazine for East Kern, which we're looking at the triangle from Boron, Mojave, and Rosamond to promote this area. So it's going to be similar to something like this. And we're actually going to have a meeting next week. I think it's on Thursday at 3 o'clock up in Mojave, and we're going to discuss that. And plus, they also have the 150th anniversary of Kern County, and they're going to meet discussing promoting that too. So we're looking at that meeting next week, Thursday at 3 o'clock in Mojave. People would like to be involved in this or be involved in this tourism grant to help put it together. We're more than willing to have everybody step up. I did talk with Christy over at the Cat House, the FDC, and she's going to participate. And I did stop out at Willow Springs, hoping to get somebody from Willow Springs that would help participate in this magazine, because mainly we have to bring together information on Rosamond to put in the magazine to promote our area. So that's the whole purpose. Like I said, the grant's for $5,500. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's a start. The Board of Trade has money available for grants every year, and it's maybe time for us to start submitting grants and bringing some money over to our society. Any question on the grant cycle? Okay, moving on, the National School Choice Week. They did contact the chamber about this. I do have a box here. And it's a promotion. What we're looking at is talking about the National School Choice Week 2016, and Northern Relations joined thousands of other schools promoting this. And it's K through 12, and they sent out some information for us to promote National School Choice Week. So I'm bringing this to the board and let you guys know. And we also have those for after the meeting. Any questions? Very quiet audience tonight, huh? Okay, the Renew Biz grants. At this time, I did contact Kern County about it, and it sounds like they're going to hold off on doing the next cycle of grants until the ones that are in existence are completed. So my guess is they're not going to open that up until next fall. They didn't really state that that's what they're going to do, but that's what they're going to do at this time. So it doesn't look like we're going to have a grant cycle that normally was done in October of 15 and funds available in 2016. I think they'll maybe start sometime after July. I also have on there a reimbursement for some funds that I spent. This was for the September parade, some office supplies for the December parade, and also I got some roof patch for the roof. Their amount is for $117.10, and they'd like to be reimbursed. Can you get a motion to be reimbursed? Bob moves.
Second.
Dan seconds. Okay, and on this thing, there's $40 that was spent for fuel to get the pipe in Bakersfield. This pipe was what we used to put it under the street, so we have power and water across the street for our event center. So the total was $117.10. Any questions on this?
Is it enough with all you did and everything back then?
What's that?
Is it enough?
Well, this is just
That's what he paid for.
Huh?
That's what he's paid for.
I know, but you took a lot of your time to do that, Terry.
Well, I understand. Sometimes you just donate a lot.
Okay, all right.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, 2-0. Okay. You guys will be able to sign that check. Okay, what else do we got? We just received this in the chamber office, I guess. The pageant's coming up. They wanted us to have this available. They have the Rosamond community pageants, age 4 to 20, it says. The age between age 4 and 20th. The contact is Danette, and her number is 992-6271. It looks like she did drop applications off for us. So if anybody's interested, I have these available. We'll have them at the chamber. So there's a miss contestants must be 16 or older, but not 20 on August 1st, 2016. And then they got the teen contest, 14 years old, but not older than 16 on August 1st. The junior is 12 to 14. Little Miss contestants, 9 to 12. Oh, that's young. I'm sorry. Young contestants is 9 to 12. Little Miss contestants are 6 to 9. And Miss, Minnie, I guess, 4 to 6. There you go.
Tiny minutes.
Tiny. It says little. It says Miss. So there's 6 different categories. Applications and fees are due by February 15th. Orientation will be held on February 22nd at 6:30 in Rosamond, but I don't see where they say the date as to when it's going to be.
Probably at West Park Elementary School.
Date. What date? City provided date.
I don't really see a date on here. They talk about sponsors' fees of $150, so it does cost a little bit to participate in this. But if anybody's interested, I have applications here and a little other information. They look like they're going to have a pancake breakfast on January 30th at El Inyo Mexican restaurant on Knox from 8 to 10. Breakfast tickets are $10 each. And once again, Danette is the contact, 992-6271, if you're interested. Or if you'd like to sponsor a girl. I'm sure they're looking for sponsors too. Okay. That's about all I have. Question for Ryan. The trailer on Diamond Street that was just moved in, did you find anything out on that?
I talked to Greg Fenton this morning. He's the director of our engineering, permitting, surveying department. And he said that he pulled up the APN that he sent me, and he can't find any permit pull. So he's gonna talk to the building department and see if they have anything, and if they don't, he's gonna have code compliance go out.
Okay.
That's the last I heard from him around noon today. I haven't heard from him since.
And that trailer, it's I guess they're in the pot shop. So it's just not the trailer, but they have other dispensary over there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they opened a new dispensary on Diamond Street. I mean, we got, what, 2 of them on Diamond Street?
Got 5, I think.
5 or 6 of them now?
Yeah, so it's dispensary, so obviously they probably don't have the business
That's all
license.
right.
We have a total of 6 dispensaries now around Diamond Street.
Yeah, there's, what, a couple of them on Sierra Highway, one on Rosemont Boulevard.
But I think there's 3 on Cedar Highway, wasn't there? Yeah.
By the donut shop.
One there.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
by the old Nan's
By the
Auto
donut shop,
donut shop.
down the street from the sheriff's department,
And
and And
One next to
All right.
Jimmy's.
and then the one next to Jimmy's Barber Shop.
I'm writing it down. I'm gonna get some answers about this.
Well, I thought they had a moratorium that no new ones could open up.
Well, there's some lawsuits going on right now. Doesn't seem like our moratorium might be looking at the court. So there's a lot going on. I wanna go ask the right questions and bring back the right answers rather than speculate here.
Do they have any in Mojave?
Not that I know.
So Rosamond's the king, huh?
From what I hear, they're kind of coming from Antelope Valley area.
Everything cool comes to boot.
I guess so, huh?
So you look like we have a recourse in the near future, Ryan, to address our growing problem in our community?
I'll have to go find out what the present situation is. To be honest, I'm not sure.
I know there was I thought there was a ruling or a judgment to shut them down.
I believe it was about a year ago, the Board of Supervisors said that they were all legal in the county, any of them in operation are illegal, and we're not going to have them here anymore. Since then, I know a couple things have happened. I'm just not real educated on what it is. Seems like we're having trouble shutting them down on the legal end. So just let me find out.
Can you find out what we can do to get them shut down as a community?
Yeah.
And we have no problem going to the county if we have to, just state our voice.
I don't like them either.
What's that?
So I don't like them either.
Can you find out whether there's any truth to the matter that they're paying $1,000 a day?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask, I'll ask everything I can think of.
$1,000 a week is what I was recently told.
Recently, huh? We've heard numerous times $1,000 a day. I just,
You need to say that money needs to come to the chamber.
yes, that's where we were
That's where
going.
you're going.
Yeah, I mean, if we're collecting the money, we want the money to come back to Rosamond. If we have to put up with the pot shops, we should be able to use the money to improve our community. And there are a lot of things that need to be improved. I know that maybe the county needs money too, but if we have to put up with it, we should get the money back here then.
Yeah, but if we have to have it, there should be an appropriate area in the city that's away from downtown. I'm not trying to beautify it, you know.
Yeah, downtown area. Way out on Sierra Highway is one thing, but right in the downtown area, it's kind of hard to bring new business downtown when we got two pot shops right on the Diamond Street. Okay, I didn't see any new members. Laura hasn't been in for a month, and she's working on all of her business, so. Moving on to director's comments. Bob?
And so I went there specifically to hear what Lorelei was talking about. And Lorelei talked to us all about what's happening and what we're going to do with the lights, and I'm glad that you were here to the budget because I didn't have my hearing aids in really, and I didn't get a lot of it. Anyway, the one thing I did, I've been checking with a lot of people in the community, and a lot of things that's happening. And what happened is that we're losing business. Everybody that is doing any shopping, they go to Lancaster to do their shopping. And therefore, Albertsons and Rite Aid and stuff like this in Kern County is losing tax money because they shop down there, because they work down there. And so I made an offer or asked them if the Kern County could help us get a bank, which would be a full-service bank, and it would be located downtown someplace. And the lady that was from Mojave Desert Bank behind me said that she would work with me to get the bank, and that they would have a meeting with their board of directors, and the board of directors then would get together. I told them that I would go back and meet with them and so we could do it. What happened, we found out that Kern County is losing a lot of money because people are not shopping in those places. Albertson is losing money because they get Rite Aid, it's the same way. Restaurants and stuff like that are the same thing because they all go to do their banking in Lancaster, and therefore they do their spending in Lancaster. And so when the lady said this, and so I made it one of my really, what I'm going to do is try, because I have a business that I have to make deposits, I have to go clear to Quartz Hill, which is an hour round trip on the thing. Because there's no place, they said, well, you can do it online. I said, well, I can't deposit $15,000 online every month. You know, and so, anyway, what happened is that's something I'm feeling good about myself, even though I'm 84. I hope my 80s will be better than my 70s, or as good as my 70s. So I'm taking on myself to get a bank, and we'll try to work this thing all the way through, because we can't afford to lose this money going to thing. At the same time, when we looked at this thing, I thanked the county profusely for thank you for giving us money, because we don't have any money except what we get from the county. And we should be very grateful for what they give us, because what happened is they could set us off or something, but whatever they're doing, they've helped with Diamond Street, they've helped with this, all kinds of stuff, all good stuff. Every time we turn around, and so I don't have any qualms against the county, what they're doing, because we don't have any county government, we don't have any government here other than what we have. The chamber is the things that we have to look at. So what happened is, since I was supposed to have a bunch of operations and stuff on my head and everything like this, but it's been delayed till March, and so it's given me a little bit of time so that I can actually get out and start doing something. And so I'm going to put it on the line, and I'm going to do it. And we'll get a bank, and because if we don't get a bank, we're dead.
We will get a bank one day.
Okay, we'll be dead by then. Okay.
I sure hope I'm not.
No, I don't think, I'm not planning on going anyplace anyway, but the most important thing is we just have to have, and I understand where the county's coming from, but if this lady comes through with Mojave Desert Bank, and we can meet with this, I will push this thing as best I can. And, because I'm a businessman, and I'll tell you, to take an hour out of your day to go over to a bank, I should do some of my shopping in Quartz Hill. So, anyway.
It's not Mojave Desert Bank anymore, Bob.
Huh?
It's not Mojave Desert Bank anymore.
What is it called?
It's Citizen Bank.
Or whatever it is, it's going to help us.
No, we talked to
Mission
We're not going to do it.
Mission Bank.
Mission Bank, I'm sorry.
Mission Bank, all right.
And I just talked to Stan last week, right? Stan and George, Maggie. They have no intention of coming to Rosamond, and we can try that.
We'll see.
We
If
tried.
we don't get a bank man, you just go sell your damn hotel.
Whatever I have to do, Bob, to
That's what I
survive.
do.
Or take my money to India or somewhere. You know, I can figure it out.
Okay.
I came from there, I go back.
I'm having a pocket strategy.
You guys,
Oh, I have a
you
bank.
want the bank, Bob?
Bob, it's not like we don't want the bank. We want a bank. I'm just telling
I'm
you
not telling you
that.
I'm selling anything, I'm
Those,
just telling you what I'm doing.
Well, we talked to the top guys and they give us, said we are a business bank and
Well, it's-
they're just not.
Okay,
Okay, now I have another thing. I need to talk to the people that are doing Sierra Highway. And what happened is Sierra Highway, the cleanup and everything like that, but everybody forgets that that's old Highway 6, the national highway. And I talked to the county about this before, because we could get signs that is on Sierra Highway that goes all the way up clear to Ridgecrest and cuts across there, goes clear to the east coast and ends up in Long Beach. This whole highway would bring us a lot of information if we could just get the signs or get some people to collect money to put the signs or something, because it would be just like the signs. If you go down Sierra Highway, you will see Old Highway 6, okay, which is a national highway, which is historical and it's on the records and commons. And so those are the two projects I'm working on. as well as
Good.
get my
That would be
business
very
going.
good. You work on that for us.
Okay, if we
Because I
just
don't
work
have-
on, getting our chamber back up and running and getting our bylaws and everything done, I appreciate it.
Okay, you work on Highway 6. But Pan, I think you want to tell them about what's happening out by 35th. That's actually happening.
Yeah, I think they already put the stake and Dollar General is gonna start building right across from library. And they should be breaking ground next week or anytime.
And they're out there.
Today, and I saw all staked out.
That's the Dollar General is going there.
Dollar General?
Yes. Well, that's what I heard. So the guy's staying at the motel and he says he's coming next weekend.
Oh, that's good.
They bring, so at least we're gonna get one store, so one more business and
And so that's going to get business out of Albert.
there's plenty of people about, they all survive.
Okay.
But we need
But
some,
I'm happy that they're coming. Anyway,
well, that's one more business in our town and also on 35th, that old track that they bought it and they are building new homes too. There'll be more people moving to Rosamond, so things are happening a little bit in town and hopefully momentum goes on and we get more people in and we'll get the bank one day.
Yeah, the track on 35th and Astoria, they started developing that, back in 2000, I think? And then, or maybe 2005 or so. And they actually put the electrical and that in the ground, and then the economy went down. And
That one's coming back and probably gonna be in the next few months.
Yeah,
They already started working, grading and
They're working
everything.
heavy on it now.
So it's underway. They already got the trailer and
I think it's Legacy that bought that, and when they, they're
they're done,
just-
they're moving there,
just
correct?
gonna move across the street and keep going.
yeah, they're just about done on the north side of Rosamond Boulevard, so they'll be starting on the south side.
I'm sorry, I took
think
more than
it's-
3 minutes.
That's all right, directors can have
200
more
homes,
time.
200, 220, 250.
Something like that, yeah. About 40 acres or so.
So there are some improvements being done in Rosamond, and someday a bank will come along, they'll see the benefits. I grew up in a small town, 1,600 people. They got 2 banks, and one bank has 36 people working there. I mean, numbers, it's just,
When we first moved here, we had 2 banks in this town. We had the post office, we had all kinds of stuff.
We still have post office.
That's what it is.
We still have post
so
office.
a bank will come. And we just have to keep pushing as we can. Anything else, Ben?
That's it.
Okay, on the roofing, just update for the chamber. We did have a leak at the chamber. I did go up and fix it. There's still one little leak because there was a little water in the bucket. But otherwise, that got cleaned up. We are going to have to do some improvements to the roof. There's a low spot in the back where it drains off, and that's where the water sits. And that's where it's been leaking. So I solved 95% of the problem. I'll try to finish that last 5%. And maybe next summer, hopefully the funds will come in and we can just have that thing fixed. So that's that. Once again, I wanted to mention next Thursday's meeting at 3 o'clock. This is for the 150th anniversary of Kern County. And we also wanted to, on the back end of that, do that tourism grant. If anybody would like to help be part of that, I'm looking for other people that want to get involved. I only have so much time myself to do things, so I'd like anybody that wants to help on some of these projects to step up. It's a lot of work to do to make the change happen. Okay, moving on to members' comments. Anybody from the audience would like to comment on something?
I'd like to give an update on community watch, if that's okay.
That's fine.
We had our January meeting last night. It was the coffee at the top. Sister donated the coffee and refreshments. We had about 20 people in attendance. Our next meeting will be on February 17th. As far as the community cleanup, we did the January cleanup last Saturday on Sierra Highway. We had 16 volunteers and we were able to pick up about 30 bags of trash, a mattress and more. It was about 700 pounds of trash. And that was our 1 year doing the community cleanup. We had an article in the Rosamond News last week. Our next cleanup will be February 20th. And then on the graffiti abatement project, we want to say thank you to BHE Renewables. They gave us a donation back in December, which allowed us to purchase a new generator and paint sprayer for our upcoming projects. Thank goodness we haven't had to use it yet, but it's there and waiting. And we do have our new project on the books. It's the Rosamond Gateway Apartments, that block wall right there on the corner of 15. We finally got the permission to paint that wall, and we have the paint from the county. They gave us two different kinds. One is a sand base that has to be rolled on, and one is just a regular acrylic that we can use the sprayer. So we're trying to determine which would be the easier way to do it. A lot of people have been asking if they could get involved as well. So we're thinking about possibly making it a community project and having some volunteers come out for the day and take care of that wall. And that's it for now.
Okay, any other members that have comments, questions?
Hey, Terry,
Yes.
has anybody looked at any of the tree planters? Has any of those been fixed up yet from the damage from vehicles?
I didn't hear about the damage from vehicles. I knew that they were
One
graffiti.
by
Crazy Auto.
One by Crazy Autos
Crazy
and one
Autos.
across from, I think, Carl's.
Yeah, one by Carl's.
It got crunched.
How damaged are they?
Took out the whole top blocks completely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's something that when you look at, we're going to bring it up to the RMAC tonight for their meeting. So that's
Maybe,
something that these cars are still going to be, the way they're parking out there, they're going to continue to have damage among those.
They need
ladders.
lines to tell them.
Yeah, until we get lines.
Either that or have some of those bumper guards.
Is it senior citizens?
Well, sure it is.
The one at Crazy Autos was, I believe, a delivery truck that caught it, and
Oh.
one over by Carl's, it was someone who was backing up to get a better angle to go in the driveway and also messed up their car. So,
Maybe, Brian, maybe you
Yeah.
can check with the county.
Well, I think they're definitely gonna be fixing them if they haven't already. It's probably an issue of, probably wiser to do so once the lines are drawn and once the streets are lit up. So they don't just get smashed again, I guess. I'm just speculating.
Yeah. Well, then we gotta still figure out how we're gonna water those trees. This summer, I've been watering them once a week now, just so they get water until they figure out how they wanna handle that. But, they need a little water to survive. And especially come spring and summer, they have to be watered more often. So we'll figure that out in the next month, right?
Suppose so.
Okay. Any other comments? Okay, before you motion to adjourn, I do have these scarves that came in for the school choice. They'd like us to do one photo. We give you guys all one of the scarves and take a photo, and we can send it on to these people to tell them that we are participating and we're doing what we can. So after the meeting, Pam motions to adjourn.
Second.
Bob seconds. All those in favor? Meeting adjourned. Thank you.